Okay, I'm just about ready to cut the worktop I delivered. As you're probably aware, that's the template that I need. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So that's got to cover that by a small proportion. That's coming out about 15 mil, which I think's adequate, because with it being positioned there, as long as it's all cut properly, that worktop should run flush with the edge of that door casing. So I've got to extend this template 15 mil there. That runs in, so I'm happy with that. But I've got to add 30 mil on there and 15 mil on there, and it should be a perfect fit, he says. So let me show you the worktop and how I've drawn around the template. So here's the worktop, and it's all marked out with the template. Now you can see from that how I've got to cut the worktop to get that factory fitted side of the worktop. Now, just be careful if you ever have to do this, because I nearly went and positioned that edge on the wrong side. So bear that in mind, because that would have been disastrous. As you can see from that, that's what I'm trying to keep. The original edge of the worktop. I need to keep that because I'm not a carpenter, and I haven't got the kit or anything else or the knowledge to glue a strip on by cutting it straight. So to avoid that, that's what I'm doing, keeping that edge of the worktop. Now, as you can see, that's what I'm after. So I've got to cut it at that angle to get the piece of worktop that I'm after. So I've added the 15 mil there, the 30 mil on the edge of that. Might have to chop a little bit of the plaster out, I don't know, I'm not worried about that. And the 15 mil going up straight to that. And then I've also got my line there for the worktop. So I'm going to cut that one first. It's all supported underneath. I'm going to cut that with my DeWalt jigsaw. Get that, then I'm going to sort out the other cuts. So here goes nothing. And as you can see, that's what I'm after. That shape, just to get that edge there. Well, it's no big deal. I mean, even if I'd have put it on straight, you know, that's the sort of, even if I could do them edges, that is what I'm losing, which is what? Probably about 5 inches or something, so it's not a problem. Anyway, let me get cutting. I'll tell you what, there's just no end, and I mean no end, to my talents. I just don't know where I get it from. All self-taught, guys, self-taught. So yeah, there it is. There is a little bit of a gap down there, but the tiles will cover it. And what I'm going to do is seal all 3 edges. So that edge, and that edge meeting there with clear silicone sealant before it's fitted. So I'll smear it on the edges, let it dry before fix it back. I might just screw it down So I've got the screw holes underneath that cupboard. So I ain't got to piss about that later date. And take it off again, do the edges. I mean, but just look. Look at that finish there. Beautiful. Right on the edge. Oh, yeah, fighter. Hey. There it is. Oh. Looks well, that does, doesn't it? Looks well. You gotta admit. What I'm doing, you must do this, because if any water gets to it, you've had it. Just get some silicone, clear silicone, and just do this. Just go over that edge, like so, not hard. If any water gets behind them tiles, you've had it. Simple as that. You can see the difference anyway, can't you? So I'm just going to finish that off and then leave it to dry, and then you can fix it on. Well, I have been busy today. There you go. That's the worktop on. And we channeled out for the plug. So there's the wire going down there, and I've left the reel of wire down there, because hopefully I'm going to take it under the, lift the carpet up, drill it and take it under the floor and join it up to a plug down there. So yeah, been busy. Sealed the 3 ends with silicone. There and there before I put it on. Screwed it all down. It's all solid. Bob's your uncle. Don't look bad, does it? Got to tile that, obviously. I might have a go at putting all the plinth on this side, to be honest, tomorrow. But yeah, looking good. Some work in the kitchen, isn't there? And some money. When it comes to putting on your cornice or your panel moulding, that's the trim that goes round the bottom of your kitchen wall unit or on the top. You're going to need to do 45-degree angles on most of it. One thing you should bear in mind, you're going to need some sort of mitre block or chop saw. You know, mine chop saws. Now then, if you're using a chop saw and that blade is not like near enough brand new and really sharp, when you come to doing your angles and you cut it on this stuff, if it's not a new blade, you could face problems, i.e. the joint won't be as true as you'd like it. You'll find most carpenters will use like a brand new blade when they're doing kitchens to make sure their mitres are perfect. But if they're not and they look like this, when you've finished cutting them, don't despair. There is a solution. Right, take a piece of your cornice, your moulding, whatever you want to call it, right? Take that. Go down your local B&Q if you're in England, and they'll actually scan it for you and make the exact colour. There you go. Mad, isn't it, Alice? You won't believe what colours go in it. Is that it? Oh. That's it. That's it. Awesome.
I still can't believe what colours actually go into making the paint
No,
and how
crazy.
they actually do it.
I used to do a bit of screen printing, and the colours I had to do were mad. That's oil based satin wood, isn't it?
No, it's water based. All of ours are water based.
Oh, will they? As you can see from that, right, I basically went down B&Q, shown him that. I said, can you give me that colour? He goes, yeah, we can get between 1 and 10% identical match, near enough. So he got his little scanner on it, scanned it, and mixed the paint up, as you've just seen, and he got near enough a perfect match. I've tried it out and you can't even tell the difference. One thing you should bear in mind that the guy who mixed the paint didn't bother to tell me was it's all water based. Now, I was assuming it was going to be an oil based eggshell that I was going to buy, but it weren't till he mixing it up. I says, oh, is that oil based? He went, no, it's all water based we're doing here now. I thought, oh, charming, you could have told me. But luckily for me, it's not made any difference whatsoever. And to be fair, it's just as good. So what I'm going to do is just show you on this moulding here the problem I face. So let's try this out. I'm just going to try the bottom bit. I'll just wipe that off with a sponge. Have on there. Now then. I've just done the bottom bit, so that's all I'm going to do. So what I'll do before I carry on with the rest is just see how good that looks when it's dry. That's why I've just done that bottom bit. But to be fair, obviously it looks different on camera, but to the naked eye, I can't hardly see where that was. So yeah, fingers crossed guys, fingers crossed. Basically on here, I just put mitre bond. I didn't even use brackets or anything. It's some really good quality stuff. I'll show you at a later point, and just stuck it on. But you can see from that the joint wasn't perfect. I filled it with decorator's cork, and I've been just touching it up with these little artist brushes, only cheap brushes. Needless to say, I can't use a 3-inch brush on it, can I? And it turned out really well, a lot better than I was expecting. So yeah, if you can't do them mitres perfect, don't despair. There is a solution to rectifying the problem. So what I'm going to do now is just show you the finished product of this mitre I done that I wasn't happy with. And the thing you've got to bear in mind is as well, if you don't cut it perfect, right, these mouldings come in what, I don't know, 2-3 metre lengths, and they're not cheap. So if you don't get it right the first time, probably can't afford to be cutting into another length. So good solution for you. Right, here's the finished product, and I think you'll agree from what you just previously seen. Right, that is not a bad finish. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's pretty good. It looks more like a little bit of a welded joint than a perfect mitre. but I'm just going to put a few more dabs of the paint on there, and it should be pretty solid by the time I've finished. Because I am a bit of a perfectionist, if I can be. But you just can't see the difference in the colour using this water-based eggshell. You just can't. I'm well happy with that, well happy, because I was panicking a bit, thinking, shit, I've got to buy some more moulding, but I've not, so happy days. Look at this. Look. You're having a laugh, ain't you? It's December, kid. You can't lay on the floor wiggling your feet. What's all that about? Never seen no like it. I can imagine if the sun was out, fair enough, but come on.